On the back of their successful pirate attack at SMO 18, JB and the Verse Capo crew decided to try again, this time with a larger crew that would be able to intercept larger ships and take more difficult fights. Despite being of the view that the Drake Corsair was the best ship in the game, its lack of flashing blue and red police lights meant that JB had left it in the hangar for these activities, as flying around pretending to be the space police was just too much fun. As before, JB had fitted his space police vehicle with a full distortion fit. He was being joined by Pookie and Fury in the Scorpius.
I'm coming in Scorpius.
Whilst reading the New Stanton Times and completing the weekly Sudoku puzzle, JB noticed that a small medical vessel had arrived and appeared to be heading towards the previously inactive and unpiloted Carrack. JB repositioned his ship to scan the Carrack to determine how many people were on board. By selecting the V key and right-clicking his mouse, JB conducted a scan and established that the Carrack was being crewed by 2 people. Despite it not having cargo of any real value, JB decided that they would engage it should it depart, as a warm-up and further practice. The comm array was down, and so a crime stat wasn't something to worry about. They didn't have to wait very long.
Going the opposite way. Alright, I'm engaging now. Coming in.
JB began the pursuit, holding off from immediately engaging the Carrack until he was outside of the armistice zone, and to make it less likely that he would land back at SMO 18. The Carrack pilot failed to check his rearview mirror upon departure,
I'm coming
and was
in hard.
therefore oblivious to JB's presence. Aware that the Carrack pilot has no access to weaponry whilst in the pilot seat, JB was conscious that should the other crew member man one of the turrets, JB would be in a precarious situation, so the work to disrupt the ship's systems was started at pace. Koye was en route to assist in the heist.
Final jump.
Not getting to a shield too fast enough. Back shield is almost home. Just keep shooting on the back. Oh, what the fuck? He pressed the brake.
The Carrack is slow to exit atmosphere. The pilot made the wrong decision to run away and would very likely have survived if that had simply returned to SMO 18.
The shields are dropping. Shields are dropped.
JB realised that he had engaged much too early and was fortunate to be winning this engagement.
Targeting engines.
With the Carrack's rear shields now down, its demise was inevitable as its engines and general ship system started to fail.
Yeah, he has no shield, so we are completely on the ship at the moment. Yeah, he's dropping now.
The Carrack began its uncontrolled descent back down to Earth and to its now inevitable demise.
Oh, the poor guy.
Cries in local for assistance had gone unanswered. The Carrack's crew began to accept that their time had come and made last-minute calls to their loved ones.
He's upside down and everything at the moment. Try not to collide into each other because...
Miraculously, the Carrack didn't explode when it crashed.
no cargo.
Superior Anvil engineering was obviously at work. JB ordered Pookie to maintain disruption fire to ensure it stayed in place. JB scanned the ship and 2 crew members showed up on the scan. Unable to determine their state, JB ordered Quay to open fire and destroy the vessel.
Want me to shoot some red flares, Elliot? Oh, never mind. The Pisces is still alive? Not anymore.
A quick search of the crash site confirmed that she had been destroyed, with all hands lost. Whilst reapproaching SMO 18 to reset their operation, Quay spotted an M2 Hercules parked in a forest just next to the mining facility. JB set off to investigate.
Can just scan it first.
JB's scan showed up nothing. The ship was empty and unoccupied.
Koi, what crime set do you have?
None.
However, as JB approached the ship, a life sign showed. Perhaps someone had bedlogged into it.
SMO green out. It just turned right. It just turned green.
Mm-hmm.
Back off. Back off. Back off. Try to be on his back.
So
Yeah, he's taking off. He's taking off.
JB decided to engage and attempted to interdict it. However, throughout the engagement, JB was unable to activate the KED, and the M2 managed to quantum jump away.
Yep, he jumped.
Just keep flying.
A short while later, JB had identified another mark. This time it was a pilot of, in JB's opinion, the best ship in the game, the Drake Corsair. The Corsair pilot had been under surveillance at SMO 18 for some time, and JB had called in the Verse Capo Crew.
JB, we are 10 clicks out.
The Mark had been busy, buying up all the gold supplies at SMO 18 and loading them onto his Corsair. JB requested a sitrep update from the Verse Capo air crew.
We have no contacts on radar.
JB had been observing his activities through the window in the habitat module. And by his calculations, the Mark was due to leave imminently.
Fury, can you test your weapon? Nice, okay.
JB's assessment was correct. The Mark made his way back to his vessel, and JB stood up the Verse Capo crew for action.
I'm coming closer now.
He's going.
Right, go, 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 go. Interdict. Go faster right now.
The master beat.
Oh shit. Oof. He's done, dude. He's already done.
Is he smashing him down?
Yeah, he's falling down.
Sure he's not flying back.
Nope. He's falling, dude. He cannot do shit. He's just falling hard. Don't shoot him with the red beams. Just let him crash.
Yeah.
The Verse Capo crew doctrine in these situations is for DPs to assist in removing the enemy ship's shields, but not to structurally damage the hull. This provides a reasonable chance that the target ship will survive the crash and allow boarding party to clear the stricken vessel and secure the cargo. JB ordered the ground teams to land and to approach the Corsair, weapons drawn, and secure the vessel. Kill on sight instructions were given, whilst the Verse Capo air crew maintained disruptions on the Corsair and provided overwatch should they have any friends coming to rescue them.
Just so we cannot stay up in.
You want me to stay up here with my light on the Star Lifter?
For now, yes.
With the mighty Taurus Skyglaive already laying down suppression fire on the Corsair and attempting to breach the rear ramp, JB arrived with grenades
careful.
to assist with the
Don't get
entry.
shot now.
Koi was also on ground to provide support.
We're definitely got that up.
Try to not to break the ship. The ship is taking damage. Try not to break it.
Okay.
Hold on grenades.
Koi was the first one through the ramp and engaged the Corsair pilot. Unfortunately, Koi wasn't really dressed for the occasion and fell during the engagement.
Great Corsair just went red.
JB took down the pilot
That's
and
because
began
you
to
got
clear
one
the rest of the ship. supported by Taurus.
Finish him off.
After clearing the rest of the ship, JB returned to revive his fallen comrade.
Oh, it's either the engine's gonna blow you to smithereens.
Ubermac, in his trusty Hercules, began to land so that the salvage operation could begin. However, the Drake Corsair, being the best ship in the game, was determined to be still flight-worthy. Therefore, Quay took the Corsair into orbit with the Hercules to carry out the cargo transfer, as this reduced the possibility of the enemy mark returning with friends and causing trouble. Following a successful day of gathering ill-gotten gains, the Verse Capo crew loaded up the Hercules and set off to Grim Hex to sell the gold, while JB returned to SMO 18 to finish reading his newspaper, have a drink of English tea, and to finish off his crossword puzzle. If you enjoyed this content, and you think we deserve it, please consider supporting this channel by liking and subscribing, so you never miss an episode and you give us the motivation to keep on making content for you to enjoy.